Did you know that adults over 60 who make just one of the changes I'm about to share are 43% less likely to experience depression? While everyone talks about physical health as we age, your mental well-being might actually be the key to a longer, happier life. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 7 scientifically proven ways to revitalize your mental health after 60 that don't require medication, therapy, or major lifestyle overhauls. The 5th strategy is something most doctors never mention, but it could transform how you feel within just 2 weeks. The foundation for mental well-being. Way number 1, reimagine your daily movement. When it comes to mental health after 60, how you move matters more than you might think. But forget the old advice about needing intense workouts or complicated exercise routines. Research has uncovered something far more accessible and powerful. A groundbreaking study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that adults over 60 who incorporated just 20 minutes of gentle, mindful movement daily experienced a 32% reduction in anxiety symptoms and improved mood compared to those who remained sedentary, even if they were already taking medication for depression or anxiety. The key isn't the intensity, but the consistency and the mind-body connection during movement. This means simple activities like a leisurely neighborhood walk while focusing on the sensations around you, gentle stretching while paying attention to how your body feels, or even seated Tai Chi movements can deliver significant mental health benefits. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old who struggled with persistent low mood after retirement. Rather than jumping into an intense exercise program she couldn't maintain, she began a daily 15-minute morning movement meditation, simply stretching and walking around her garden while intentionally noticing the sights, sounds, and sensations. Within 3 weeks, her family noticed she was laughing more, engaging in conversations more actively, and initiating social plans for the first time in months. The science behind this is clear. Gentle movement increases blood flow to the brain, releases natural mood-enhancing chemicals, and reduces inflammation that can contribute to depression. When combined with mindful awareness, this simple practice becomes even more powerful, helping to break the cycle of rumination that often accompanies anxiety and low mood. Start today with just 10-15 minutes of gentle, mindful movement. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Your body and mind will thank you. Way number 2, nourish your brain, not just your body. What you eat doesn't just affect your physical health, it has a profound impact on how you feel mentally. After 60, your brain becomes particularly sensitive to inflammatory foods and nutritional deficiencies, creating a direct link between your diet and your mood. Research published in the American Journal of Psychiatry found that adults who followed an anti-inflammatory, Mediterranean-style diet were 33% less likely to develop depression over a 12-year period compared to those eating a typical Western diet high in processed foods. The most powerful brain-boosting foods share 3 key characteristics. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, contain antioxidants that fight inflammation, and provide nutrients that support neurotransmitter production. Take Robert, a 73-year-old who had always prided himself on his sharp mind, but began experiencing brain fog and mood swings. Rather than accepting these changes as inevitable with age, he made 3 simple dietary swaps, replacing processed breakfast cereal with Greek yogurt and berries, substituting afternoon cookies with a handful of walnuts, and adding fatty fish to his diet twice weekly. Within a month, not only had his mood stabilized, but his family noticed his quicker wit and improved memory had returned. The most powerful brain-nourishing foods include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, colorful berries, particularly blueberries and strawberries, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula, nuts and seeds, especially walnuts and flax seeds, turmeric when paired with black pepper. The beauty of brain-healthy eating isn't about rigid diets or eliminating all your favorite foods. It's about adding these powerful foods to your meals several times a week. Even small, consistent changes can yield significant mental health benefits. If you're finding these strategies helpful, please take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content on healthy aging. Your support helps us reach more seniors with this valuable information. Now, let's move on to our 3rd way to boost your mental health. Way number 3, create social connections that actually matter. As we age, our social circles naturally shrink. Retirement ends workplace relationships, friends and family may move away, and mobility issues can make socializing more challenging. Yet meaningful social connection might be the most underrated factor in maintaining mental health after 60. A Harvard study that followed people for nearly 80 years found that the quality of our relationships is the strongest predictor of our happiness and mental well-being in later life, stronger than wealth, genetics, or physical health. But here's what's crucial. Not all social interaction is created equal. The key distinction is between passive socializing, being around others without meaningful exchange, and active connection, engaging in genuine sharing and listening. This explains why some people can feel lonely even in a crowded room or busy household. Consider Eleanor, a 77-year-old widow who lived with her adult daughter's family. Despite being surrounded by people daily, she felt increasingly isolated and depressed. The turning point came when she joined a twice-weekly book club with just 4 other seniors. These focused conversations, where she felt truly heard and valued, did more for her mental health than the constant background presence of family, who are often too busy to really connect. Quality trumps quantity when it comes to social connections after 60. Research shows that even 1 or 2 relationships where you feel genuinely understood and appreciated can provide significant protection against depression and cognitive decline. Here's how to cultivate more meaningful connections. Prioritize relationships where you can be authentic and vulnerable. Seek interaction based on shared interests rather than obligation. Consider volunteering, which combines purpose with connection. Schedule regular check-ins with friends or family members where deeper conversation is the focus. Explore community classes or groups aligned with your interests. Remember that meaningful connection doesn't require a large social circle. It requires intentionality in the relationships you do have. Reshaping your mental landscape. Way number 4, harness the power of purposeful learning. Contrary to outdated beliefs, your brain remains capable of growth and adaptation well into your 90s and beyond. The key to maintaining cognitive function and positive mental health lies not just in staying busy, but in engaging in purposeful learning that challenges your brain in new ways. A landmark study in the Journal of Aging and Health found that adults over 65 who engaged in learning new skills showed significant improvements in memory, processing speed, and overall cognitive function compared to those who participated in social activities or passive entertainment. Even more striking, those who learned new skills showed decreased symptoms of depression and reported higher life satisfaction. The crucial factor isn't just mental stimulation. It's the process of acquiring new knowledge or abilities that creates the most powerful benefits for your brain. This kind of learning triggers the release of neurochemicals that enhance mood while creating new neural pathways that build cognitive reserve. Meet James, a 70-year-old former accountant who found himself increasingly anxious and disconnected after retirement. Rather than filling his days with routine activities, he challenged himself to learn digital photography, something entirely outside his comfort zone. The process of mastering new technology, understanding composition principles, and eventually sharing his work online not only gave him a sense of accomplishment but significantly reduced his anxiety as his focus shifted from worries to creative challenges. Effective brain-building activities share 3 key characteristics. They're novel, new to you, progressively challenging, becoming more difficult as you improve, and personally meaningful, connected to your interests or values. Some powerful options include learning a musical instrument or new language, mastering digital skills like photo editing or video creation, taking up drawing, painting, or other visual arts, learning crafts like woodworking or quilting, studying a subject that's always interested you through online courses. The beauty of purposeful learning is that it simultaneously builds cognitive strength while providing the mood-enhancing benefits of achievement and growth. Your brain is designed to evolve throughout your entire life. Feed it new challenges and watch your mental health flourish. If you're still with me and finding value in these strategies, please comment mental wellness below to let me know you're here. Your engagement helps this video reach more people who could benefit from these important mental health techniques. Way number 5, transform your relationship with sleep. Sleep isn't just rest for your body, it's essential maintenance for your brain. After 60, sleep patterns naturally change, but the quality of your sleep might be the most underrated factor affecting your mental health. Research from the National Institute on Aging found that older adults with disrupted sleep patterns were significantly more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline compared to those who maintained healthy sleep habits. What's most surprising is that the quality of sleep mattered more than the total duration. The most restorative sleep occurs when you achieve sufficient deep sleep and REM sleep cycles, which are vital for emotional processing, memory consolidation, and mood regulation. Many seniors experience fragmented sleep that prevents reaching these crucial stages, even if they're in bed for adequate hours. Take Diana, a 66-year-old who slept for 8 hours but woke feeling unrested and increasingly irritable. Rather than accepting fatigue and mood swings as inevitable with age, she implemented a sleep hygiene protocol that transformed not just her nights but her days. By establishing a wind-down routine, adjusting her bedroom environment, and addressing sleep disruptors, she began experiencing deeper, more restorative sleep. Within weeks, her family noticed she was more patient, laughed more easily, and approached challenges with renewed resilience. The most effective sleep strategies for mental health after 60 include maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule, even on weekends, creating a genuine wind-down routine, 30-60 minutes of calming activities, limiting screen exposure before bed and keeping devices out of the bedroom, ensuring your sleep environment is cool, dark, and quiet, addressing physical discomforts like mattress quality or pain management, reviewing medications with your doctor that might be disrupting sleep. The connection between sleep quality and mental health works both ways. Better sleep improves mood, while addressing mental health concerns often improves sleep. This positive cycle can be one of the most powerful ways to enhance your overall well-being after 60. Cultivating emotional resilience. Way number 6, practice strategic gratitude. Gratitude has become something of a buzzword in wellness circles, but there's a specific way to practice it after 60 that research shows can have profound effects on your mental health. What psychologists call strategic gratitude. Unlike generic gratitude practices, strategic gratitude focuses on appreciating the unique aspects of your current life stage while acknowledging both gains and losses. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that older adults who practiced this specific form of gratitude experienced a 28% reduction in depressive symptoms compared to those who used more general gratitude techniques or none at all. This approach recognizes that genuine mental health isn't about forced positivity but about finding authentic appreciation while honoring your full experience. Consider William, a 74-year-old who struggled with feelings of loss after health issues limited some of his favorite activities. Rather than trying to simply think positive, he began a daily practice of identifying specific aspects of his current situation that wouldn't have been possible in earlier life stages, like the wisdom to appreciate subtle joys, the time to deeply connect with his grandchildren, and the perspective to let go of unimportant concerns. This balanced approach that acknowledged both his limitations and his unique opportunities transformed his outlook more effectively than attempting to ignore his challenges. To practice strategic gratitude, each day, identify something you can appreciate that is uniquely available to you in this life stage. Acknowledge a challenge you're facing while recognizing the strengths you've developed to face it. Notice small pleasures with the deeper appreciation that comes from life experience. Identify wisdom you now possess that your younger self lacked. This nuanced approach to gratitude builds emotional resilience by helping you acknowledge the full reality of your experience while strengthening your ability to find meaning and joy even during difficult transitions. Way number 7, engage in legacy thinking. One of the most powerful yet overlooked factors in mental health after 60 is what psychologists call legacy thinking, the process of reflecting on your life contributions and considering how you'll continue to influence the world after you're gone. Research published in The Gerontologist found that adults who regularly engaged in legacy thinking reported greater life satisfaction, lower anxiety, and fewer depressive symptoms than those who didn't. This practice provides a profound sense of meaning that can buffer against many common mental health challenges in later life. Legacy thinking isn't about grand accomplishments or material inheritance. It's about recognizing the lasting impact of your values, wisdom, relationships, and personal example. This practice helps shift focus from what you're losing to what you're offering, from limitations to continuing contributions. Take Martha, a 79-year-old who found herself increasingly anxious about her future. When she began documenting family stories and life lessons for her grandchildren, something unexpected happened. Her focus shifted from worries about declining health to the wisdom she could share. This simple practice of capturing her experiences and values, sometimes just in audio, recordings on her phone, gave her a renewed sense of purpose and significantly reduced her anxiety. Effective legacy activities include creating memory books or recordings for family members, mentoring younger people in your areas of expertise, documenting family recipes, traditions, or stories, volunteering skills you've developed throughout your life, organizing meaningful possessions and their stories. Legacy thinking counteracts the societal narrative that value diminishes with age, replacing it with a more accurate understanding that your lifetime of experience represents an irreplaceable resource for others. If this information has been helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. Your support helps us create more content focused on thriving in your senior years. Your mental health after 60 isn't determined by your past or by aging itself. It's shaped by the small, consistent choices you make each day. The 7 approaches we've discussed: mindful movement, brain-nourishing nutrition, meaningful social connection, purposeful learning, quality sleep, strategic gratitude, and legacy thinking, provide a powerful framework for enhancing your mental well-being. What makes these approaches particularly effective is that they work synergistically. Each supports the others, creating an upward spiral of improved mood, sharper thinking, and greater resilience. And unlike medication alone, these strategies address the root causes of mental health challenges while building your capacity for genuine joy and meaning. Remember that implementing these changes isn't about perfection or overnight transformation. Small, consistent steps in these 7 areas will yield far greater benefits than attempting dramatic overhauls that prove unsustainable. Which of these 7 approaches resonated most strongly with you? Let me know in the comments below which one you plan to implement first. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our videos on healthy, vibrant aging. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.